Mississippi College was once a proud Division II football program with over 100 years of history and a Division II national title to their name. As of this week, that history may be coming to an end, as it has been announced that the Choctaws will be changing the school's name and will be ending their football program after 117 years. It is something that not a lot of college football fans will be realizing that is happening, but a story nonetheless that is worth sharing. This is a story of the death of Mississippi college football. But before we get into this, if you enjoy college football content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, let me know what football program you are most disappointed to see come to an end in college football history in the comment section below. Mississippi State College began their football team in 1907, and in 1921 they were led by College Football Hall of Famer Edwin "Goat" Hale, who accounted for 2,160 yards and 161 points, being named All-Southern that season. The school would not find a ton of success. That was until the late 1980s and into the 1990s, where they made the Division II playoffs 4 straight years in a row, winning the 1989 national title, beating Jacksonville State 3-0, and making it to the semifinals in 1990. They would have the Division II national title vacated due to recruiting violations, though. They won 3 Gulf Shore Conference titles in 1979, 1988, and 1990. Following the 1996 season, they would leave the Gulf South Conference, ending their rivalries with the likes of Delta State, West Alabama, Valdosta State, and North Alabama, dropping down to the Division III level as a member of the American Southwest Conference, where they won a conference title in both 1997, their first year as a member, and in 2009. The 2009 season was also their first time making it back to the postseason, where they lost in the second round of the Division III playoffs to Wesley 43-9. It was the only time they made the Division III playoffs before choosing to move back to the Division II level, beginning the process in 2013. When they first tried to make the move back to the Gulf South Conference, the NCAA would originally reject them, but after an appeal by the school, they were granted permission to start the transition. Vice President for Advancement Bill Townsend spoke on the move, saying, "We're on our way to Division II. It's a great day for Mississippi college athletics and athletes. It's great to renew old rivalries and establish new ones." While Gulf South Conference Commissioner Nate Salant said it was a great day for the conference. The move to play in a conference based in the Deep South helped reduce travel times for their student athletes, led to the school receiving more media exposure. It also meant athletic scholarships would become available once again for their student athletes. In 2016, the school announced that they had completed their 3-year transition and were now a full-fledged Division II university. At the time, this looked like a great thing for the university and for all its sports. Maybe the Choctaws could return to their dominance they found in the late 80s and early 90s in a pretty good Division II conference. The football program would struggle, though, going 23-49 from 2016 to 2023, but played against some of the best Division II schools close throughout. It felt like if they found the right coach, the program could begin to hit its stride and could return to the Division II playoffs soon. Mike Kershaw could have been that guy if he was given a fair shake. Kershaw played at rival Delta State, where he led them to a Gulf South Conference championship in 1998. He served as an assistant at his alma mater from 2004 to 2006, and serving as their quarterback coach, wide receivers coach, safeties coach, and recruiting coordinator. Kershaw helped the Statesmen lead Division II in offense in 2004 and reached the Division II semifinals in 2006. He returned to coaching in 2018 as the offensive assistant for Rice, or being promoted to wide receivers coach in 2019. He replaced John Bland as head coach, who went 26-66 as head coach in 10 seasons at Mississippi College. The Kershaw era at Mississippi College would not get off to a great start. They would start the season 0-7, won their next 2 games by a combined score of 77-7, before dropping their season finale, or should I say program finale, to rival Delta State 20-14 this past weekend. The way the school went about the announcement is what really bothers me the most of it all. They made the decision at a board meeting earlier this week, announcing the end of the football program effective immediately. It was a shocking decision, as many found out through X, formerly known as Twitter, and not from the actual school leadership itself. Head coach Mike Kershaw told the media, "Sitting here shocked would be an understatement of the news our team received today from our administration. So horrible for these kids that because of poor decisions from people now, 105 kids and coaching staff's lives are about to change. My number one thing is to find these kids a new home to play the game they love. I have kids on this team that can play at all levels. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about any of them. These kids are good kids that will make your program better on and off the field. Pray for these kids and our staff going forward, and again, please reach out to me about our players. Players felt that the school's leadership were cowards with how they went about the decision to kill the football program, with kicker Price Nixon saying, "Mississippi College football has just been killed this morning by an inept school administration. They failed not only the athletes, but the legacy of the players, coaches, and community that has stood behind this team for decades. The administration couldn't even show their faces. Cowardly leadership jeopardized the livelihood of our coaches and the careers and efforts that everyone on this team and staff has put into this school and team. The president didn't even have the courage to show his face to the team." The basic narrative from the players is that the school leadership and administration just disregarded them like they did not matter whatsoever. How they were disappointed that the adults in the room could not even look at them in the face to inform them of the news and chose to hide behind a press release. The school's reasoning was to be able to reinvest funds to allow a further commitment to excellence in intercollegiate Division II sports played across their 17 remaining sporting programs to improve facilities. While the program has not been good for a while, from an outsider's perspective, this move kinda came out of nowhere. They just hired Kershaw last year with the hopes of rebuilding the program back to its glory days, but after a 2-8 season just chose to punt on that idea. You were planning to end the program, why not do it last year before you end up hiring a brand new head football coach? The whole thing feels like a rushed decision where no one asked the question, and then what? The university gave Kershaw the belief he could rebuild the program, would have time to rebuild the program, or I don't think he leaves Division I coaching as an assistant. It led to Kershaw recruiting players to the school that may have gone somewhere else had they known where the actual state of the program was if leadership was honest about everything. But instead, the administration decided to treat these players and coaches like they were just names on a piece of paper, part of a budget, rather than regular human beings. While the timing of the decision gives guys an opportunity to find different schools for next season via the transfer portal, and coaches time to find new coaching opportunities, the decision comes right before the start of the holiday season and affects people's abilities being able to put food on the table and finish their education. This is not Division I football where guys are making millions and millions of dollars via coaching contracts and NIL money. It's a small Division II school. It's just heartbreaking that the suits and ties could not even look the people in the eyes that will be most affected by this decision, and the fans of the program found out through a press release. The only coverage of this move is 30-second news clips by local news channels by some major college football pages on Twitter. I feel for all that are involved and hope everyone affected by this decision can find opportunities to continue their playing careers or coaching careers. What do you think? Mississippi College making the right decision? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos YouTube thinks you will love right here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.